Hey guys, it's Wendy from Anatomies. Time for another Anatomies Anywhere workout. Today it's going to be yoga. So what we recommend for this workout is bare feet on a yoga mat, if you have one. Go ahead and point it long ways toward your screen. If you don't have a mat, don't worry, you can still do this. We just recommend it for comfort and also for a little bit of grip if you're on a surface that might be slightly slippery. Today what we're going to focus on is balance and mobility and flexibility, okay? So if you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want you to start off at the top edge of your mat. You're gonna place your feet right underneath your hips. Then take those hips and tuck them under. Take the belly button, squeeze it tight. Shoulders are gonna roll up, back, and down. You're gonna reach down through your fingertips and think about extending long, reaching for the floor. Warming up the hips and the knees and the ankles. Good, give me two. Another big breath in, reach up. And again, we hang, reach to the nice and easy, roll yourself back up to the top. As you do that, reach up. Step your feet back onto the mat. Hands are gonna slide back down to the heart, and then we're gonna sit back in the chair again. Down and up. So your spine is long, your hips are pushing back, and your elbows are pushed out to the side walls. So not here, here. Give me two more. Good, take a big breath in. Exhale to your heart. Let's do that side body stretch that we did earlier. Up and over. Other side. Good, each time you do it, I want you to see if you can go just a little bit further, creating more length. One more time, up and over. Good, take those feet wide. Another big breath in, reach up. Breathe out, hinge at the hips, fold over. Let the head hang heavy. Let your hands reach for the floor. Again, if your hamstrings are tight, you can soften the knees. If you're able to keep your legs straight, go ahead and enjoy that stretch. One vertebrae at a time, rolling up. As you're coming up, you're reaching up again. Step your feet onto the mat. Hands come. One more time, sit down and up. So we're building a little heat to get the heart rate up, get everything loose and warm and moving so that you're ready for what's left to come in the workout. Good, give me two more. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale to heart. One more time for good measure. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, hands slide down. Nice job. Okay, so you should feel everything a little bit warmer, right? Maybe your heart rate's up a little bit. Maybe you feel a little out of breath. It's a little harder to talk to your friend or your family. That's okay, that's good. That's what we're looking for. Get you a quick sip of water and we're gonna move on. And we're gonna practice and focus on our balance. So balance is one of those things that we know we lose, it declines, right, as we age. So what we're working to try to do is slow that decline down because it's naturally gonna happen. You could potentially even gain some of that back by doing some of these exercises. And remember, balance training needs to be done a little bit every single day to really have an impact, okay? Doesn't have to be incorporated into a specific workout. You can just lift one foot off the floor and practice like that. And you might even start with just your big toe touching down. If you're super wobbly, touch your big toe, find your balance, then try to just lift it off the floor. And maybe you count for a few seconds, and each day you work to extend it a little bit longer, and make sure you do both sides because you'll notice one side's better than the other. We all have that, perfectly normal. But if you want some more intense balance work, you're in the right place. We're gonna do that today. So find that mountain pose again. Feet under hips, hips are tucked, core is tight, shoulders up, back, and down. I want you to keep this foot grounded into the floor. This knee is going to lift up as we sweep the arms up. Now, from here, I want you to lift your knee even higher than it was. Grab a hold of your knee or the inside of your calf, and we're gonna use that hand to assist us putting our foot on the inside of our thigh for tree pose. Now, if this tree is a little too tall for you, your tree can be here on the calf. You might even keep your toe on the floor. Any of those tree heights are perfect. You find what's right for you today. Again, big press here. Pressing here will help squeeze in the core. All of these are little tips that are gonna help you with your balance. Now from here, you're gonna touch your foot down, and then you're gonna take a step back, big step back. reach your arms up overhead as you step back into your lunge, and then you're gonna bring your arms out wide and lower your knee all the way to the floor. So I'm on my back knee. Now from here, I want you to pop this toe, so now this front heel is lifted off the floor. Ready for a little challenge? You can try it. If not, you come right back to the floor. Lift that back knee off the floor and hover. Good. Now, lift, 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 reach up. You can set your front heel down and then step your back foot in. So good. Keep standing on this leg. We're gonna keep training this one side. We're gonna lift the arms overhead and we're gonna lift the knee again. But this time we're gonna push the leg out in front just for a second, and then you're gonna sweep it behind you. We call this warrior 3. Looks like an airplane. Arms are out wide. Good, now I want you to touch down. Hands come back to heart. Same foot that we've been moving. It's gonna take just a half step back. We're gonna point the palms down to the floor as you crouch down, but I want you to look up towards me, keeping your chest lifted. Good, lift up, step together. Let's try all that on the other side. Change your standing foot. This foot stays to the floor. Lift up. Now, use your hip flexor to lift the knee even higher, and then grab a hold. Help put your foot on the inside of your thigh or the inside of your calf. Anywhere above or below the knee is perfect, okay? Just don't press on your knee. No good. Squeeze your core tight and hold. Keep holding. Try to stare at something out in front of you that isn't moving. That will help you with your balance. Good, good, good. Touch down. Now, we're gonna lift the knee again. Reach overhead. And we're gonna extend the leg out and then sweep it behind us to warrior 3. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeezing both legs equally like you're standing on both of them. Good, touch down. Now, this foot's gonna step back, palms come together. We're gonna press and reach up, and then when you're ready, you're gonna lower that back knee all the way to the floor as your arms come out wide. So settle here just for a second. Now, lift this front heel off the floor. So you're on the ball of your front foot, tuck your toes on the back foot, and float that back knee just a little bit off the floor. Good. A little shaking here. Yes? That's good. That's part of it. Now, reach your palms up and step forward. Good. One more practice for balance. This foot, little half step back. Palms point down. You're just crouching down, but I want you to look up. Good. Hold, hold, hold. Step forward and release. Big shoulder roll. Now, little space between your feet. Take a big breath in, reach up. As you reach up, lift your heels off the floor, both of them. Good. Let your hands come back down to your heart. Keep holding. I know my ankles are wobbling too. It's okay. That's part of it. Fight the wobbles. If your heels touch down, it's okay. Just pick them back up when you're ready. Squeeze your core. Hold, hold, hold. And release. Awesome. Good. Give your legs a little shake. You might have felt a little shaking happening on that athletic lunge that we did. That is good. That's all part of the training, okay? Now from here, we're moving down to the floor. So I'm gonna lower this height just a little bit. And if you will, go ahead and meet me down on the floor. You can have a seat. And we're just gonna start with our ankles just crossed, little crisscross applesauce. Let your hands just rest on your knees, and I just want you to roll your shoulders up, back, and down just a few times. You can roll them forward if you like, just loosening up the upper back, the shoulders, and the neck. Good, now take your head and just gently tip it over to one side. Feel that nice stretch through the neck. Just switch it over easy to the other side. Good, pick your head back up and just look to one side. We're not doing anything too dramatic. I don't want you to go too far. And take that eye gaze over to the other side. Good, nice and easy. Just drop your chin down to your chest. Good, good. Now we're gonna do a little bit of work that's gonna work on our hips, the muscles all around our pelvis. So to start, what I would like for you to do is take this leg and extend it out long. You're gonna take this ankle and put it above your knee with your foot on the outside of your leg, so it's hanging over here to the side. Take your hands and press them down into the floor. That's gonna really help you lengthen and lift through the spine. And then I want you to actively press down on this top knee. You're gonna feel that stretch on the outside of this hip. If you don't really feel it, gently, very gently, add a little push. For those of you that are super flexible, this feels like nothing and you need a little more. If this is good for you, you stay here. If you want more, take this foot, put it flat on the floor, and then actively press this knee away. Keep that long spine. Some of you are saying, okay, I feel it a little bit, but I want more. If you want more, take this bottom leg, lay it down on its side. So now you've got the shins stacked. Press the hands to the floor, actively pressing the top knee down. If you need a little more, you can add a little more push. Good, now we're gonna uncross the legs here. I want you to take your feet to the outside edges of your mat. We're gonna let both knees fall to the side. We're gonna take the hand and walk it around to meet your other hand in the back, just looking over your shoulder. Good, come back around to the front. Now, let's extend the other leg long. Ankle is above your knee. The foot should be outside of the leg, over here on the side. Flexed foot, sit tall, press the palms into the floor. We don't want to be rounded and kind of hunched like this, so use your hands to press and lift and give you a nice long spine. Always know this is a little option, a little extra push. Gentle. If you're good here, stay here. If you want more, put this foot on the floor, and again, actively press the knee away. Immediately, you should feel a more intense stretch. You can stay here, you can go back to where you were, or you can join me here with a shin stack. So again, we want ankle over knee. No, that's your knee over ankle, ankle over knee. Foot is flexed on the outside, shins are stacked. So this is not crisscross applesauce. Okay, it's different. Your ankles are not crossed. Again, actively pressing the top knee down. If you need a little more, you can add that little push. I want you to feel it right here, this outside of that top hip. Good, good. Now, uncross the legs. Feet come to the edges of the mat, so your feet are wide. Let the knees come to this side. Take this hand, walk it around to the back, looking over the shoulder. Excellent. Bring yourself back around to the front. We're going to go back to ankles crossed, so you're back in crisscross applesauce. And then all I want you to do is just release and soften your spine. Put your hands or your forearms down to the floor. Let your head hang and just feel that release in your lower back. I want you to keep your sitting bones grounded on the floor. So don't come forward so far that you're lifting up off the ground. Press your bottom into the floor and lean forward as far as you can. Good, now use your hands nice and easy to walk yourself back up. We're gonna come to a half straddle, so take this leg out to the side. This foot is tucked in to your inner thigh. Use your hands to lift and sit up nice and tall. Arms are gonna reach out wide, and I want you to extend over first. Use this hand to grab a hold of your foot or your toe or your ankle, whatever you can grab, and then we're gonna pull ourselves down deeper into the stretch. Now this top arm is gonna come up and over. I want you to bring your forearm down to the floor. Use this hand to grab this foot and bring your heel to your glute. You should feel that in the front of the thigh. Nice little quad stretch. Good, come on up and then just switch over to the other side. So half straddle, again, situate yourself first. When you're ready, sit nice and tall, reach wide, extend over, grab a hold of something. Take this top arm up and over, keeping your chest pointing forward, pulling yourself deeper into the stretch. Good, now this top arm comes back up, bring that forearm to the floor, use the hand, grab the top of the foot, pull the heel to the glute for your quad stretch. and then release. Come back around to your crisscross ankles. Now, I want you to take this hand and reach it across to the opposite knee. This arm should be completely straight. We're gonna take the other arm and come up and over for a lateral lean. Big side body stretch. Release, and then just switch. Reach across, straight elbow here, up and over. Good, release. Now, same leg position, we're just gonna look over the shoulder. So use your hand or your wrist above your knee for leverage. This hand in the back is gonna keep you up nice and tall. So I don't want you to lean back on it too much, and I don't want you to round your back. Use this hand to prop you up tall, looking over your shoulder, creating rotation through the spine. Good, take it around to the other side. Look over the shoulder. We're gonna go again. This time I want you to see if you can go look a little bit further. Find a spot on the wall that's further away that you force yourself to look at. Good, come back around. Last time. Facing forward. Now we're gonna come to a stick pose with bent knees. So bring your knees out in front of you, and what I want you to do is take your hands and reach over the tops of your feet. So your knees are so bent that you can hold on to your feet, and you can also rest your chest and your belly on your thighs, right? Now, from here, we're gonna slowly start to walk the hips back. Maybe you go a little, maybe you go a lot. You're gonna decide. You might stop right here. The knees are still slightly bent. Pull down. If you're not really feeling anything yet, you can go a little further. Maybe you go all the way to straight legs, pulling down on the feet. Big stretch, hamstrings, calves. Hold, hold, hold. Good, release your feet. Now I'm gonna turn sideways for the last part so that you can see. What I want you to do, you can turn sideways, you can stay facing the front. Grab your knees, pull them into your chest, and take them with you as you roll onto your back. Let your head rest on the floor, and then I want you to put one foot down flat on the floor. Take the other leg into the air. You can hold your thigh, you can hold your calf, you can even hold on to your big toe. Even if you're not able to reach the toe, I do want you to flex the foot. That's gonna increase the stretch that you feel in the calf. The leg can be straight, it can be slightly bent. There's no right or wrong here, okay? I just want you to do whatever feels right for you, where you feel the best and the deepest stretch, but no pain. Switch sides for me. If anything hurts, soften it just a little bit. Maybe you pull in a different position. Maybe the knee is a little bit more bent. We're looking for a deep stretch, no pain, no strain. Good, bring the knees back in toward the chest. Give them a nice little pull. Should feel that release in your lower back. Now keep your knees together. Let them fall to one side. Open your arms out wide. Turn your head and look away from your knees. Good, knees come up and over to the other side. Turn your head again away from your knees. It's okay if your knees aren't touching the floor. It's okay if they're not touching each other. As long as you're feeling that rotation through the spine, you're good. It's working. Good, roll back onto your back again. Again, pull the knees in toward the chest one more time. You might be able to pull a little bit more, a little deeper that time. Now, cross your ankles, put your hands on your knees, rock yourself up to seated. Just gonna turn back around to face you. And we're gonna take a big breath in, reaching up. And then we exhale as the hands come back down to the heart. Great job, everybody. Thanks for being here today. I hope you enjoyed that little yoga workout today. Remember, these are on our YouTube channel, Anatomies Family Fitness, and they're also on our Facebook page all the time. So if the live times didn't work for you, you can always come back later, scroll through the page, find the workout that you're looking for, press the play button, and you're good to go. You can work out wherever you are. Of course, we'd love to see you here at the facility. So if you are ever in Hattiesburg, in the area, whether you're a member or not, we'd love to see you. Come stop by, take a tour, and we hope to see you guys real soon. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.